The start in Woodside, the second day of the Novatech Santos Tour Down Under, 136 kilometres on the menu, and as so often happens, attacks from the gun.
It took all of 20 metres for the first one to go. It was young Sam Jenner from the University of South Australia team. He was followed immediately by Joey Roscoff. He was in search of King of the Mountain points. The counter-attack came from two others. They didn't get on terms, and it was Roscoff on his way to more points for the Subaru King of the Mountains. He distanced Jenner and was taking the maximum 10 points on the Category 2 climb.
On the virtual lead of the Subaru King of the Mountains, with one more climb of Quarry Hill still to come on the circuits based on Woodside before the long journey across the Adelaide Hills commenced. Lawrence de Vries and Omar Goldstein, they were chasing for more than 20 kilometres, but they would eventually catch up.
The riders were racing through some of the fire-devastated areas, and they're very fortunate that everybody has worked so hard to receive the race this year, and the riders all really feeling for the local communities around here. Joey Roscoff, he was in search of more points. Second time round at Quarry Hill, he made sure of it by attacking from the rest of the breakaway.
Another 10 points in the bag, maximum points scored on the day. No more climbs left in the Subaru competition. There are still plenty of slopes left behind though. They rejoined Roscoff, 4 riders together now as they were completing their circuits of Woodside.
De Koning Quickstep of race leader Sam Bennett, they were controlling the pace in the peloton and keeping that breakaway within 2 minutes off the front. They're trying to set their man up to hang on to that jersey in Stirling, but it was going to be tough.
139 riders still competing in the Santos, just one rider with a suspected broken wrist, the Belarusian Rubensenko, after a crash yesterday. The 4 riders fighting out now, the sprints.
It was Omar Goldstein who took it, the man from the Israel Cycling Academy team. The peloton still under control of the De Koning Quickstep team, cheered on by big crowds all around Stirling and those sitting outside their own houses watching the peloton pass by.
And then 43 kilometres left to go. De Vries decides to leave them and go alone. It was a good decision. He got the 3-second time bonus at the last time bonus sprint, but behind it was all changed. The others have been swept up. It was Jay McCarthy getting a valuable 2-second bonus, and George Bennett 1 second. They may count those when we get down to the finish on Sunday.
A big crash on the approach towards the finish, bottom of the climb, the final time. Tangled up, but they would get going and rejoin the race.
Amongst the riders blocked there, Daryl Impey, Cameron Meyer, riders picking themselves up. And this was a big crash with a lot of riders not rejoining the race. The world champion on the far front right was setting the pace, while it was Rowan Dennis, a front wheel punctured at a crucial stage of the race. But his teammate Luke Rowe paced him back brilliantly into the field.
And what a moment that was. Off the road, into the gravel. A great save by the Ineos ride. Had 80 kilometres now in the gravel, and the crashes continued. Tightly packed, a lot of fighting for position. Another one off the road on the right from Bahrain team. He would rescue it, lose a lot of positions.
There really was no excuse for this one either, because on a long straight row with a gentle curve, half the field is on the road now. There's only about 30 riders left up front to contend the finish.
Jay McCarthy, one of those caught in it, along with Richie Port. They would all be given the same time as the winner at the end. This run up to the finish line, very tough for the sprinters to conquer, and Daryl Impey was hitting out on the right.
Impey was in search of a 10-second win bonus, and that would have given him a big leg up as the defending champion of this race, but nobody could contend with the speed of Caleb Ewan. 2 years ago, he won at the same finishing line, and he made it look easy.
Most of the sprinters faltered. Sam Bennett didn't have the legs, but Caleb Ewan, well, he proves lightning does strike twice.
So already this man has had 2 wins in the year 2020. He had 15 overall last year. He's well on the way. The sprinter from the Belgian Lotto Soudal team was very happy with the way things were going.
Yeah, I'm super happy with that win. Yeah, like you said yesterday, it really didn't go to plan, and I think we spoke for about an hour in the room on what we can do better, and the boys did an absolutely perfect job today. They did everything I asked for. Thanks, man. And yeah, I got delivered to the line really in in perfect position.
Katie Buren now the new leader of the Santos Tour Down Under, and Daryl Impey is in third, a second back.